Hey, good evening, everyone. How you doing?
Incredible. Good evening.
That's what's
How
up.
about yourself?
Doing well. Doing very well. All right. Yeah, 2 more minutes before we get started. We're gonna allow everybody else to jump on. All right. Starting in 2 minutes. Flow of the market. Right here at the bottom.
Other great town names. Lititz. Limits. Other great town names.
All right, let's go ahead and get it started. So today is very, very special day. Today we talk about setting limits behind our orders and setting double limits behind our orders as a new strategy of a way to day trade the market. So today is all about setting limits and setting double limits behind our orders. Now, before we jump into it, I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna tell you exactly why we will set a limit behind our orders. So we like to use limits as a way of a buffer point or a way of a essentially a secondary stop loss. Now, when we put a limit behind our order, it allows us to be able to get back into the market at a bigger position, and also it allows us to ride the market wave back up or down in a better position. So the first thing we're going to do today, because today I am going to be trading live money. I know we have our demo account set up. I want you to continue to trade on your demo account. I just want you to utilize this strategy with your demo trades. But today we will be trading live money. All right. So first things first, let's go to our trading view account. And for my trading view account, we're going to go to screeners. We're going to find the perfect opportunity to actually dive into a play. Now, last time we jumped on, we talked about how to set up the perfect opportunity and how to go to a buy or sell order. So what I'm going to do is going to implement that and go to a buy or sell order. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. Go to a buy or sell order, and we're going to find the perfect opportunity for us to be able to dive into a play, a live play. All right, so let's go down. Let's see. Let's see what play we can find today. Oh, 1,000 bunk. Perfect. This is one of my favorite meme coins to actually trade. Now, 1,000 bunk over the last 30 days, ironically, it went up like over 6,700%. But let's go ahead and dive into 1,000 bunk. While waiting for that to load, I'm going to go back to this screen here. Now, remember, when we get into a play, we want to look for the right SMA landing. We want to look for the right SMA pattern. Of course, right here with 1,000 bunk, what made me choose 1,000 bunk was the fact that I see 3 buy orders on all SMAs. Buy, buy, buy. Now, if I was looking for a sell, 3 S's or 3 sell marks would be the ideal play for me to be able to get into that play. All right. So I'm gonna go to 1,000 bump. I want to see it on the super chart. You set up a good play today. I flipped 1,000 buck 100 times. All right, let's see what we can actually get into with 1,000 buck. Perfect opportunity. Now, when trading memes, you always want to look for a breakout price. All right. Now let me go ahead and get my handy dandy tool. I'm gonna switch this over first. Switch it over to a white chart so you guys can see it a lot better. There we go. All right. Grab my handy dandy pen. Now, when trading these meme coins, you want to wait for a breakout period point, a point of consolidation, like here. You also want to wait for a point like here. I can break them down all day long. Here, it's another consolidation point. These points always indicate where the market is getting ready to head next. Now, just by looking at this chart right here and looking at this play, we could have gotten to this play. Actually, I already got a couple percent gain. And looking at my stochastic, seeing this bend in my stochastic here, it's indicating to me, it's showing me that this trade is getting ready to go up. So I'm trading on a 30-minute mark. I'm gonna break it down to the 1-minute mark. Let's break it down to the 1-minute chart. Let's see what the 1-minute chart is doing.
Hey, Cliff, someone said, can you collapse the indicators list?
I'm sorry?
Can you collapse the indicators list?
Oh,
The
okay.
indicator, yeah.
I got you. Here's the indicators list.
No, I mean, can you minimize it? That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
minimize.
Minimize it. Yeah, minimize it.
Okay, you're
Because
trying
it's
to
showing
see
on
the
the
entire,
chart.
trying to see the entire chart. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's break it down to the 1-minute. All right. So we're gonna trade this one on the 5-minute chart. I see the position right here. I see the movement here. From here, I'm gonna go to my Mexi account.
Hey, Cliff, when you said look for points of consolidation, those are basically like the flattening points.
Yes. Points of
Okay.
consolidation are, of course, points of like resistance. Right.
Okay.
And we want to see what the indication with our stochastic chart and our indicators to show us exactly what we're going to get ready to break through resistance. Like for instance, right here, if I want to go to 1,000 bunk, let's go to 1,000 bunk. ICP is looking like it's getting ready to take off as well too. I'm gonna go to 1,000 bunks. So we're talking about 1,000 bunks. They start to flip over. Yeah. So for instance, on your 5-minute chart, you can see a line. You can pretty much see it here. Let me go to my pen. You can pretty much see it here. You can definitely see it right here. Line of consolidation before we actually get ready to go back up in the markets. This, especially with meme coins, for some odd reason, you always need that the indication of that line of resistance or that consolidation period before you ride that market wave up. All right. So what I'm going to do is show you how to put in a limit order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to put in a market order. This is live money we're trading now. We'll put it in a market order just by looking at what we're going, actually where we're heading right now in the market. We'll put a market order in here. I'm going to do 13%. Confirm this. While I'm waiting for that confirmation, I'm going to go ahead and start marketing my, I'm showing you exactly why I will put my limit order in. Now remember, your limit order is like a buffer point. So that order has been filled. So when putting your limit order, you always want to put your limit order in a place that the market has already hit more than once, right? For instance, I like to put my limit order at the bottom of Wix. So in this case right here, I will put my limit order here at the bottom of this wick because this is a point that the market's already retracted back to more than once. And the market always tends to go back to points that already hit more than once. Now, for instance, if I didn't have a wick here to actually bounce off of it, I would actually bounce off the wick of this red candlestick or this downward market. So I'm gonna put a limit order right here at 0.02272. Right. 0.22776. I'm gonna go right back to that 13%. Open long. Now I have my limit order. Actually, it's moving a little slow today for some odd reason. No worries.
So now you have both a market order and limit order in place?
Yeah, I have both a market order and limit order. I'm just waiting for my limit order to actually be filled right now.
How many limit orders do you set
Depends on the
or
play.
place, I should say?
It depends on the play and also depends on what way I'm actually trading the market. For instance, right now I'm trading this market on a day trading chart. Meaning I'm trading it for the day to get in and get out of this play. Right? Sometime within the next anywhere between 2 to 2 or 3 hours. If I'm trading a longer chart, if I'm trading like Bitcoin and I'm trading for multiple days, I can put in multiple limit orders behind it. Right? But for a play like this, I'm just putting in one limit order. And as you can see right here, here's my limit order. So I have my limit order put in place essentially as a stop loss, just in case the market does exactly what it's doing right now, which is retract back for a moment. Now, if it retracts back too far, my limit order will get filled. And the money that I put into this limit order here will automatically go into the play I already originated. And it will allow me to be in a bigger and better position to ride the market wave back up. This is how you get those 25, 30, 50, 75, 80, 100% gains. By setting limit orders, you kind of essentially want that market to retract back to hit that limit order, honestly. But it's to set that limit order in place so that you can ride that market wave up. Right? Now, if I wanted to have extra protection, I would actually set a second limit order. My second limit order point would be right here at the bottom of this wick. Now, of course, like I said, you always want to go to a point to where the market actually hit one more than once. And we're going to watch this market go right back up through the roof. And you always want to go back to your trading view chart to see exactly where the market's actually going.
Is that because technically If it doesn't retrace back, then those limit orders never get
Yeah.
entered.
They never
They-
get filled. And they never get filled. Guess
So
what?
no harm.
There's no love lost on our side because we don't have to worry about, all we have to do is just cancel those orders. If they never get filled, the market went in our direction, we won that trade. All right, look at that stochastic on this chart. Let's go to the 5 minutes so we can be accurate with both sides. I see
got a
right
quick
now we're at a tipping point where we
I got
actually,
a
I'm sorry,
My bad. I got a quick question.
what's going on?
So the limit order is not a stop loss, right? That just actually just pulls in and we buy more at the limit when it drop back down.
Exactly.
Essentially.
It
All right.
allows us to buy back into that market at a bigger position and actually be in a better position to ride that market wave up because this market is going up regardless. It's just a temporary down at the moment. So we wanted to kind of go down and hit that temporary down so that we can get into a better position and a bigger position. So now instead of, say, for instance, let's say I have $100 in this market and I'm betting 10% of that $100, and I put 10% of that $100 in the original play. So now I have $90, right? The $10 is in the original play. I'm actually down at the moment, but I have a limit order set. I have a limit order set for $9 now because I bet another 10% on that, on the limit order. Now, whenever the market retracts back down to this point, now I have $19 in the market. And I'm at a lower position in the market so that when the market takes off from this position and goes right back up to that original point of the candle, now I have that much gain on it.
Right. So
And
you
the
got
market
your
can
money back that
continue
we
to ride
lost.
up. I'm sorry?
We got the money back from the market loss that we took, and then we got in at a better position to ride back up, so we earn more. I get you. I follow you.
Absolutely.
All right.
This is how you play this type of market. Remember,
Thank
this market is all about, no problem, brother. It's all about price point. It's all about the movement of the market or trend flow of the market. So we follow the trend flow and we back it up with these limit orders. Now, here's the thing. When you get into the market with these limit orders, let's say this play goes in your favor and it's going through the roof, right? It's in your favor. You just made 30% gains on it. Or you just made 20% gains on it. When the market retracts back, when you take your profit on that market, always go back and cancel that limit order. The worst thing you can do is let that limit order sit because you already took profit and the market retracts back and hits that limit order and continues to go down. Like now, retracting back into the market, right? I'm down 11%. If I go down at least 14%, it's going to automatically trigger my limit order. And I wanted to trigger my limit order. Right? Let's find another play to get into. Is this making sense to y'all? You wanted to hit that limit order. I'm sorry?
Yeah, I think it's making sense. So we know overall that the market is probably going up because of the buy that we saw over here with the SMAs, right?
Absolutely.
So even if it turns down a little bit and goes down to that limit order, which we would like for it to do, we're pretty confident that it's going to go back up and then we're going to get paid for both the limit order and the market order.
Exactly. You see, when dealing with this type of market, when you deal with the buy and sell orders, the buy and sell orders will allow you to get into the market at the bottom level. So most of the time when you get in at that low level of the market, there will be a retraction period. There will be a period where you actually go into the negative a bit because you're getting in at the bottom of the beginning of that run up or that run down. So, but this is going to put you into the best position possible because if you get in on a buy or a strong sell, you're not sure whether it's at the beginning stages of that strong buy or the beginning stages of that strong sell or the end of that strong buy, the end of that strong sell. You can get into it on a strong sell level and it can completely tank after that because it's been at a strong sell for the last 3 days, right? So buying in at the buy and sell orders, going in right here to your moving average and getting in a buy and sell order is going to put you in the best position. Even if the market retracts back a bit, you're going to be at the best possible position to ride that market way back up or down. prime example. Let's go ahead and see about, let's see, let's do a sell order. All right. Let's find a good sell order to get into. Let's see. Case in point. Let's go to this play. Right now, this one's at a sell order. This has 3 S's across the board, or 3 sell marks on all SMAs. Now, here's the confirmation that we had a strong sell right now on the 5-minute. Your stochastic is completely going down through the roof right now. Also, we see that our engulfing candle is actually down right now, even though we're at an uptrend in the market, right? So this is the indication for me. Because I see this uptrend in the market, I see that we're right here getting ready to go, we're right here on the trend line and could potentially go below the resistance line. This is an indication for me right here. Let me get my pen out. Right here is the indication for me. It's an indication for me that we're getting ready to go down in the market. Now, this tip right here is showing me the balance between it, right? It's showing me the balance between the up and the down in the market. And it's also giving me to let me know that it still has some time to actually go back up. So when it comes down to the SEI, I would probably hold off of it for just a bit until I get a clear indication right here that we're going completely down. That makes sense to y'all?
It's like it's going down to me.
Yeah, it's going down. But remember, your stochastic is all right here. This bend in your stochastic is showing me signals that it's actually still at a buy order, even though the overall market is starting to trend down.
Okay.
So if I was to get into this play right now, it would actually show me I would probably already retract back up just a bit. But it's also showing us that we're getting in at the bottom level of this market before it actually rides the market way down. All right. So let's go ahead and look at it on your Mexi chart. Right here. Now, Mexi does a very good job with their indicator to show you exactly where the market is going up or going down. Now, this green candle right here is showing me exactly what I've seen here. And I'm going to show you why. This is the green candle that's forming right here. And this is showing the uptrend in the market, even though the market is going down, right? But it's also showing what your stochastic is doing right now, which is bouncing up and down on this wick right here. It's bouncing up and down on this wick. Now, me personally, the way I would play this play, am I tripping? Did I just see 1,000 bump go up 1,000%? All right, we'll see. Wait for it. All right. So what it's showing me right here, as soon as we actually, let's see, go back to the mark. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. All right. So now looking at this play. This play is showing me that same signal we were just looking at when it came down to your stochastic chart. is showing me this right here. And this is the exact moment I was actually waiting for right here. You see how our stochastic actually changed from being going in an upward motion signal to now we're actually going side by side or going down diagonally with our resistance line. Remember, this orange line right here is your resistance line. This blue line is a representation of your trend line. So right here is the moment that I would actually look in to actually get into this play. What I would do is I would actually go right here to Mexi. And we can tell because it's actually dropping right now. I want to put a 10% short on this play. Do a market order first. And it may bounce up just a bit more. Do a 10% market order on this play. 10% market short on this play, meaning that we're betting against the market. All right. And I want to bounce back by going to the top of this wick right here. And I'm going to put a limit order in at 0.237. Limit order 0.237. 10%. Open short. Confirm. All right. Now, as you can see, I'm already up 1.77% on this play. All right. Looking at my order right here for 1,000 bump, my limit order has already been hit for 1,000 bump. We're still riding this wave back down. So a lot of times with this order right here, I would actually go back and put a second double limit on. We're gonna see what 1,000 bump is doing on this side. Yep, and that's what I was waiting for right there. As you can see on your stochastic down here at the bottom. Also, you can see right here, the indication right here on your TT and squeeze. And this green candle right here, we're getting ready to go right back up in the market when it comes down to that play, 1,000 bump. Also, on your Mexi account, you can also see by the Mexi indicators right here where we're getting ready to go back in the market. So putting these limit orders in will allow you to buy back into the market at a very, very bottom level pace and get back into the greatest position to actually ride that market wave back up. So now once you have those limit orders set up, it's pretty much a set it and go back and gradually watch system, right? For 1,000 bucks, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna put another limit order in. I'm gonna bounce off this wick right here, which is a point that the market has already hit more than once. And I'm gonna put a limit order in for 0.02229. Just in case. 10%. There's my indication of where the market is going, and I see our market actually retracting back right here. So I'll put that second limit order in right there just to make sure. Go back and check on our SEI. We're up 3.55% on this one. Still down 14% on our 1,000 bump. Still showing green signals here as well, too, on 1,000 bump. We're just waiting for the market to ride back up. Side note, on meme coins run extremely hard on MEXA. They run extremely hard in the perpetual market. So I've been in multiple different occasions where I was down 20% on a meme coin, and it shot back up 100+%. 1,000 bump is one of those type of meme coins. Let's see what else we can find out here in this market. See another play we can actually get into. Do we have any questions so far?
Yeah, I joined a little bit late. Is it possible we can do like a buy, like another example?
Of a buy? Yeah. Let's see if we
Yes,
can find one. It's all about finding the perfect. Oh, then we just found one. Let's see. WBT. Let's see what WBT is about. WBT. See if we can find a perpetual market. I don't even think this was on Maxi. We can check. All right. Just like that. Let's see. This one right here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my losses on that one. Quick loss, $19 on this one. But I am getting ready to make it right back up with the bunk short I just put in. Yes, you can ride both sides of the market on this play. Let's see. So I put in a short to kind of offset that mark. So I'm up 10% on this one. I'm up 30% on bunk, 10% on SEI. And I had to cut my losses on one play because it was running the other direction. All right. So let's see if this WBT is actually on this mark right here. And see how we can actually chart this WBT. Okay, it is on Maxi. Okay. Warped. But it's not a futures play. So we can't actually play it on Maxi. It's not a futures play, it's a spot trade. All right, see if we can find another one. See if we
I'm
can
looking at I'm sorry, I'm looking at your ticker matches and I'm looking at mine and I see yours at, what is that, 8,800? And I'm seeing mine at 44,000. Trying to see why mine is showing different than yours.
You looking at what again?
The tick at the top left-hand corner, the ticker, the matches.
Oh, the matches. Yeah. Okay. So do you have a paid account? Or do you have do you have a free account?
I got the plus.
I'm sorry?
I got the plus.
The plus. Okay, so you should see the top ticker message as same as mine as well. You might have to
Nice.
refresh your screen.
There's a lot
Yeah,
more.
glitch. This is another one next to get into. You might have to refresh your screen. Okay. All right. So you can see we're up 61% on 1,000 bunker. We're up 35% on SCI. At this point, you have to make a decision. All right. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and take profits with this one because it's up 62%. All right. Take profits, quick $6.60. Even though we still lost on the back end of 1,000 bunk, but L's happen. This is investing, not making money. All right. Also, with 1,000 bunk, with SEI, SEI, we can go ahead and take profits on this one at 39%. But do you guys see how that double limit order, or how that limit order actually put us into a better position to ride the market way back down?
Yep.
That's why we put the double limit order in. It always puts us in a better position just to be able to have it as essentially like a stop loss. Which if I would have had a stop loss in on that 1,000 bunk, which I usually would have had one in for that one. Well, honestly, not. Let me go ahead and clarify that. When it comes down to trading meme coins, you really can't have much of a stop loss in there per se because they run so wild. A lot of meme coins like 1,000 bunk will run negative 30% and then shoot up 100+%. It happens every single day. I got into a play this weekend called Turbo. I made 400% once. I've made 600% another time. And they all ran backwards before they actually ran forward. So with that being said, sometimes with the meme coin game, with trading the meme coins on this futures market, you cannot put a back order or a stop loss into it. You have to kind of let the market wave run as it's actually going to run. All right. So both plays, 69% on one play, 37% on the second play. And we actually lost on one play. All right. So we're 2 for 3. Let's see if we can find a 4. See what FET is doing.
So I have a question as in regarding this adding that limit order, almost like a stop.
Mhm.
Do you have a rule of thumb on how many touches you're expecting to see? Like, do you expect to see like maybe at minimum 2 touches before you decide, hey, that's where I'm going to place the limit order?
I like to see multiple touches, especially if I see a bouncing market. This right here is ideal right here. Let me get into this play. Especially if I see a bouncing market, I definitely want to see multiple touches. If I see 2 touches, it's like automatically yes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put my limit order here. The more touches, the more likely I am to put my market order, or my limit order right into that position.
Got it.
This player is getting ready to take a sell right here. Let me show you an example of this one. I'm gonna change it over to a white screen. This play is an ideal play. Here's why. You see this huge, like just stairway down. This is setting up for a nice up. Now, before I actually even thought about looking at this play, when I first signed into this play, the very first thing I seen was the stochastic actually bend. I seen the stochastic actually bend towards this way right here. So what I'm going to wait on with this play right here, because it's still going down and it's showing buy signals, I'm going to wait for that indication for the stochastic to actually turn towards the resistance line. When I see that bend, and you can see it bending right now as we speak, when I see that touch, I'm going to jump into this market and get in on a market. That's all the indication I need that this play is getting ready to go up. There we go right here. You guys can see this in real time moving, correct? We're going to wait for that touch right there. Wait for that touch, and we're going to get into this market.
And when you set your limit order at that bottom of that wick of that candle,
So I was definitely getting on the market order, set my limit order right here at the bottom of that wick. You're absolutely right. So I'm gonna show you how to do this in real time. There's the touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in and do a market order. Now, I love 13%. I'm an odd number person. So 13% of my total is perfectly fine with me. As beginners, stay under 10%. I would really even stay around the 5% mark. I'm gonna do a market order on it. And just like the brother said, I'm gonna bounce at the bottom of this wick right here at 0.6427. 0.6427. Right here. I would actually go down just a bit more. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of this green wick. 6421. For my market order. Let's see. I'll go down just a bit more because that candle is still going down. Let's go down to 14. 6414. And as you can see, we're already up 3.24%. Right. And I have my limit order put in. Make sure it went in. Let's see. Up 7.66%. All right. Now you sit back and wait. There's my limit order. Sit back and watch the market wave. Your goal is to take at least 15% when you see a market running this way. 15%. All right. Now, we got in at the very bottom of this market. The very bottom of this market. So naturally, we are actually on the up and up with this market. But we have our limit order set in place just in case it retracts back down. Now, if you want a secondary system that's going to help you become more safe in this game, go ahead and set your stop loss. On plays like this, day trading plays, I would set my stop loss to roughly around 20%. Right, we up 10%. 12%. 13. 14. About to read that 15.3. Now, right here is a point that you can actually take your profit. But here's my thing. If I see a market running the way it's running right now, I'm going to let it run. I'm going to see how far we can actually get with it. I'm going to go see if we can actually get 20% or 25% out of this play.
And as you're looking at it, what makes you think it's going to continue to run?
You see how fast it's moving? Most of the time, when you see a market that's going and staying in the same direction, you'll see it bounce maybe from 10 to 15. I would say 10 to 12 and bounce between those two different points. 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, a 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. This market within a blink of an eye just went from 10% to 21.
Mhm.
So that's more indication for me that this market is getting ready to run. And if I want to get some more confirmation, I just want to come down here and look at your stochastic chart. I want to look at my chart. Look at this green candle right now. Look at your TT and squeeze. Look at your stochastic. It's still running. It's still riding. So for me, I will let this market actually run. Now, if I see it bouncing between 19 and 21%, 19, 21, 19, 20, I will go ahead and take my profits. Like right now, I just bounced down from 19 to 15. This will be a point where I would actually take my profits on.
Got it.
Meme coins run a lot faster. This is a more stable coin. This is Flex. It's very stable. A meme coin, like Turbo, or like you just seen 1,000 bump, those coins move a lot faster. So you will see it bounce from the jump, you getting into the play. You will see you go into that play going up 10%. And it will jump from 10% to 30+%, 30 to 100%. I've even seen those plays jump up to over 500, 600% within a 30-second period. And they fall just as hard. So when you get into those type of plays, you always want to take your profits. Take your profits. Let it run, but when you see it start to retract back down, take your profits. Let's see if we can get into one more before we get off and show you the limit order or the double limit order. Let's get into one more. Let's see. Okay, INJ.
And we're looking at 30-minute charts because we're more looking at a day play versus like scalping, right?
It depends. Well, when it comes down to meme coins like 1,000 bump, like Turbo, you want to look at the 5-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute chart because they move a lot faster. Okay. When it comes down to plays like Fletch or like INJ, the one I'm going into right now, you can trade those on the 30-minute chart.
Got it.
Yeah. You can try a meme on a 30-minute chart, but trust me, it'll burn you. All right. So looking at this chart right here, we got a strong buy signal on the 30. 5 minutes looking like a sell. So when it comes down to trading coins like INJ is what I like to consider a premium type coin that can trade. This is a coin that you can always consistently go and get gains from, right? You can always get gains from INJ. As you can see, it's well over the resistance line. Looking at your charts at the top, but it's been plummeting. It's been plummeting right here. And when looking at these type of plays, you always want to go to your earlier time periods to kind of gauge where the market is getting ready to go. So if I look at the 5-minute, the 5-minute is also showing me a very bullish signal, but a down drop at the moment. So with this play right here, I would actually short it. I would actually go to Mexico and actually short this play. Yeah, this is definitely a short. It could potentially ride the wave back up, but this is it's going down right now. But here's the thing with INJ, this is a play that you can actually swing as well too, which we're going to be going into swinging the swing trading the next class we actually have. You can swing this trade for multiple different days. But for right now, I think we're going to go in on the short. Let's see what the short is looking like with this play. Check out a short from this play. Or if it's even worth actually shorting right now. Because it could be setting up for a nice long. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's definitely going short. It's definitely going short. Look at the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 30-minute chart is definitely shorting.
On my MACD chart here, I'm having trouble. I don't know why I can't even get that token, INJ. I type it in there and
Are you on your demo account?
yeah.
That's why you don't have it on there. It's on your live account.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is definitely shorting. On this play here, I would actually short the market. Definitely shorting. But setting up for a nice long as well too. You can also tell the market is actually shorting by looking at this point right here. Let me get my we're looking at this right here. This right here is a battlefield between the markets. It shows whether the sellers or the buyers are actually winning or losing in the market. So if you're ever unsure about which way a play is actually going, always come and look at this point right here. Like right now, the sellers are kicking butt right here in the market. All right. So it's another indication that the market is going to continue to go short. Now, when shorting the market, I'm going to get into this play just for educational purposes. When shorting this market, the way I would actually play this market right here is I would actually, but we didn't get into a short. I would actually go and say, okay, let me do 9% market order or 10% market order. Open short. And I will bounce off the top of this wick right here, or the base of this candle, 32.296. As a limit order. And that's the way I would actually play this short. Limit order, market order. So that concludes our class for today. Do we have any questions? Does everybody understand the way, the method of actually trading this way? I got a clear understanding of it.
I think I understand. I need practice. I gotta do like a bunch of reps on my own.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Practice makes progress. All right. Anybody else? Any questions? Yeah, 3 minutes for questions.
Think he said it a little bit best, man. I think we all just need a little practice. You know, at the end of the day, sometimes you move a little too fast for me. I'm a little slow. It's going over my head. I kind of, I always like to think that that I can catch things real quick because I'm a good critical thinker. But hey, you throwing me for loops.
I got you.
So yeah, so I'm gonna just keep practicing. I did make $3,000 in my demo account though.
Oh,
Did
nice,
something.
nice.
Yeah,
So,
you and me both, that same number.
Nice, nice. Now,
so
with
I
this
think
limit order, with bouncing your limit orders in your demo account, you should be able to get those higher gains.
I was playing with some bigger numbers though too.
I got you. I got you. All right. Any more questions? All right. All right. 2 more minutes. Any questions? Does anybody not understand the limit order, the purpose of the limit order? Does everybody understand the purpose of the limit order?
It's to give us the ability to get a better ride on it, right? So like we have
Absolutely.
more money in the market, but at almost like a dollar cost average, but a short term dollar cost average.
Pretty much, yeah.
Quick
And
question.
this is still scalping for the
No,
most part?
this when you use a double limit, when you use a limit order, you can use a limit order for day trading or swing trading in the market. Scalping is quick in and quick out. This is when you want to set your chart up for a longer time period. Or if you're day trading the market with a meme coin, you can absolutely do it with a meme coin as well. So that's the only time it's actually feasible for you to actually scalp the market, is if you're doing it with a meme coin like 1,000 Bone, because of the risk factor of that type of play.
So you don't set up support and resistance point?
I do set up support and resistance points on certain ones. I like to bounce off the consolidation points. That's my resistance. And that support is my stochastic actually going ready to go up, showing me the support in the market. The market is getting ready to go back up.
Okay.
That was one of the reasons why I showed those consolidation points.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions?
So when it is in that
Yeah.
consolidation and it's coming out, how do we determine if it's going to go long or short
So you
out of the
always
consolidation?
you always want to see what that next candle is getting ready to do. You always want to pinpoint where your stochastic is actually going, or where it's flowing, and where your trend flow or your TT and squeeze is actually flowing. The engulfed candles will also show you the indications of where the market is going. So, for instance, if I am, let me show you. It's better if I show you. This is a nice entry level on this mark as well, too. Prime example. If I'm in a consolidation period here, let me get my. If I'm in this mark right here, this is technically a consolidation period. This candle right here is an indication of where the market is going. But I would bounce off of this candle before I've made that move up. Once I've seen this candle actually shoot up through the roof, it shows me that I actually broke through resistance at this point, and the market is getting ready to go where? Back up. Now, on the flip side of that play, you can see a consolidation period here. This red engulfing candle is the indication the market went where? Right back down. So look for the indications here and here to determine where the market is getting ready to go. Also on your stochastic, always look for these points right here. Always look for these bends in your stochastic, whether it's on the up and up or on the downward market. If we're below resistance, and you see that 90-degree angle, like here, here, and here, 9 times out of 10, we're getting ready to go through resistance. We're getting ready to go above resistance, meaning we're getting ready to be in an uptrend market. But if you see your peak on the top of that resistance line, like here and here, we're getting ready to go below resistance. That makes sense?
It
Yeah,
does.
if you're going below resistance, then that's whenever you short the market or you know it's going.
Yeah, that's when you short the market. When you get the indication that we're getting ready to go below resistance, that's when you short the market.
Got it.
And you can tell by looking at this point right here. If I'll draw a straight line, just a clean straight line from point to point, look at this point right here. This point right here is a representation of this candle here.
Yeah.
This point here is a representation of this peak here. Both times the market went where? Up and down.
But do you take the trade when you see the thing see the stochastic, the trend line turn, or do you wait till it crosses the line of resistance?
You just missed out on a lot of opportunity while it crossed the line of resistance. I like to wait for the turn. I want to wait for the tips. I want to wait for this tip right here and this tip right here to meet. That shows me that's the exact point where we're getting ready to go over resistance.
Okay.
So I like to get into the perfect position, the perfect opportunity to ride that market. Because
Okay.
a lot of times you wait for that, this trend line to actually transcend past the resistance line. You've already kind of missed your mark.
Okay.
There's no guarantee that this play is getting ready to do one of these huge moves up.
And
But if
that's
you get it
using
right there-
just one time frame, Cliff?
It's on every time frame. So right now we're on the 5-minute. If I was to go to the 30-minute, it'll be the same thing on the 30-minute. It's all, you see that your stochastic runs hand in hand with your chart, no matter what time period you're actually on. If it's on the 5-minute, it's going to be a total different stochastic chart than it is going to be on the 2-minute or the 1-minute. If it's on the 30-minute or the day chart, it's going to be a totally different stochastic chart. But it's still going to run with that time period. All right? For instance, if I was change this to the 1-hour chart, you'll see your stochastics actually change. Total different chart, total different indicator. But it's still running hand in hand with this chart. Therefore, you're still going to see the same movement pattern down here as you see up here. It's just 3 different ways of finding that different movement. 3 different ways of finding that different indication that the market is getting ready to go up. That makes sense?
It does. I was just wondering, do you go to different, like you observe one time frame, but however, to enter, go to a lower time frame?
No. So what I
No.
do is, it depends on how I'm trading the market. If I'm trading a play like Bitcoin, I don't day trade Bitcoin. I don't scalp Bitcoin. I trade Bitcoin on a higher time period. So if I trade Bitcoin, I'm trading Bitcoin. And I'm looking at the 1 hour through the 1-day chart because I'm trading Bitcoin for multiple days. So kind of, sort of, yeah. If I'm looking at it in different spectrums. If I'm trading a day trade, like Fletch, I'm looking at the 1 hour, 30-minute, 15, and 5-minute chart. Now I may look at the 1 hour, 30-minute mostly as a way to gauge that entire market. But if I want to look and see exactly what the market is doing right now, this perfect moment, I'm going to look at the 5-minute chart. Just to get that indication that we're still going up in the market. Because if it's going up in the 5-minute chart and it's going up in the 15 and the 30-minute chart, that play is going to continue to rise. It's going to continue to show me growth in the market. That makes sense?
It does. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5-minute, this is for your scalp. This is for your scalp. But again, scalping is the most riskiest way for you to trade this market. By far, the most riskiest way for you to trade this market. But those are the 3 time periods for your scalping.
For when you're trading on this market, could you use Fibonacci? Fibonacci?
Fibonacci really doesn't work as well.
Okay,
That's more of a forex thing.
okay,
Yeah, it doesn't really work as well on this chart.
okay.
Quick question.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Hmm?
Like when you go in on do your trade, when you like going on a down market, like a short, I noticed you had went in at the top of the candle, and at the long you went in at the bottom of the candle.
Mhm.
Whether that's red or green, what's the magic in that?
So when we're at the top of the mark, let's say we're here, all right? You want to find an opportunity to short the market at the top of the market because you're going to ride the market wave down, meaning this candle is getting ready to go down. So your play is is always going to be at the top of the market if you're getting in on the short. If you're going long in the market, meaning that you're actually riding that market wave up, you're going to look for the opportunity down here to ride the market wave where? Back up. So this is the perfect idea for a long play. And this right here will be an indication for a short play. Short meaning you're going to bounce down below the market. Long meaning you're going to go up in the market. That's why you will bounce from the bottom going up versus the top going down. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, we got time for one more question. All right, any more questions? One more question?
The only other question I had is where is the recording put? Because I looked and I just feel like I must have missed it.
It should be on the site.
Right. I mean, I'm on there. I just is there live training links? Is it under that? And then or
The last time I checked, and I haven't been on the site much, it should be under the live training link. It should be a step-by-step. It's a breakdown of everything, step-by-step.
I got a question.
It's actually under technical analysis and charting, day one full playback, and then it's broken down.
technical analysis and what?
And charting.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Mr. Carlos, how you doing?
Good. I was just wondering, so when you're looking at a coin, do you look, the first thing you look is the 30 minutes, or what is it that you look into first to determine whether you go short or long? Or just the RSI?
It depends on the coin. If I'm going, I have a list of what I consider my premium coins. Because all coins or all tokens, they have different behavior. So you want to learn the behavior cycle of that certain token before you actually get into it. So on a token that's like a Pepe Community or a TRB or a Loom or a 1,000 Bunk like you seen earlier, those coins, most of the time I'm going to get in on a shorter term market because they move a lot faster. Versus a Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP that I can get in and kind of long the market. They're slower coins, right?
Yeah.
So you use different strategies for different purposes, different coins. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of wondering because today is actually the first time I joined the live, and so yeah, I was just trying to see. I was like, is it do we only play the 30-minute? Or but yeah, it just depends on the coin, right?
Yeah, depends on the coin. Definitely depends on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So without further ado, it was a pleasure. I hope you guys are really diving into that XRP challenge. All right. So we can go ahead and see who's going to win that $100 in XRP. And we will reconvene after the holidays. All right. So any questions, any concerns before we leave out?
That's it. Thank you.
All right, no problem at all.
Thank you, Cliff.
No problem. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me.
Holidays. Thank you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Peace.